the third type of a question based on the calendar. The third type is questions based on the particular day. In this type of question, particular date is given and we need to find the day of the given date. That means on the particular date, we have to find the day which is falling on that date. This can be solved by following the codes. I hope you guys remember that we did codes for the days, that is Sunday 0, Monday 1 and so on. So we have to also assign codes for the months as well as the years. Years and months both needs to be assigned some code, and the codes are for the months from the January till December. These are the codes. You might be thinking that it is very difficult to memorize these codes, but it is very simple. The entire 12 months are divided into 4 parts, 1, 2, 3 and 4. To memorize, remembering the first part, the codes of the first part is simple. Just remember the square of 12. The square of 12 is 144. So the codes are for the January 1, February 4, March 4. For the second part, just remember the square of 5. Square of 5 is 25. But there are 3 months in the second part. So we have to add 1 0. So that is 0 to 5. So this is a code for April, May and June. 0, 2 and 5 respectively. For the third part, that is July, August and September, just remember the square of 6, which is 36. But as there are 3 months, so 0, 3, 6. These are the codes. 0, 3, 6 for July, August and September. And for the last part, that is October, November and December, just remember one thing. For the first part, we did square of 12. Same goes for the last part, but you have to add 2. For the codes of October, November and December, the codes are square of 12 plus 2. So that is 144 plus 2, that is 146. So October 1, November 4 and December 6. These are the code for the entire 12 months. For the year. For years, this is also simple. For the year from 1500 till 2599. The entire years are divided into codes. Just remember the simple code 0642. Everything is repeated afterwards. So 0642, 0642, 064 and for the further year it will be 2. You have to remember just 4 these things. 0642. And the years are divided accordingly from 1500 to 1599, 1600 to 1699, 1700 to 1799 and so on. These are the simple codes. On the basis of these codes as well as on the basis of the days, we have to solve the sum. Let's start the sum. Let's see the example. Suppose the question is, find day on the 1st Jan of 2016. We have to find that what was the day on 1st Jan 2016. We have to find day. Right. So there are 6 steps to solve this type of questions. Step 1. Step 1 is just check which date was asked. The date is 1st. So you have to write 0, 1. First step is check the date. Which was the date which was asked? It is 0, 1. Step 2. From the months. Okay, now we have to check the month, January. I hope you guys remember just a few minutes back we learned the codes for the month. So, for the month of Jan, the code was 1. Just write the code of January. January code is 1. This was the step 2. Now, step 3. We have to subtract 1 from the last 2 digits of the year. This was the year 2016. The last 2 digits of this year is 1616. So in the third step, we have to subtract 1 from the last 2 digits of 2016. So 16 minus 1 is equals to 15. This goes with every question. It's not like that the code of January was 1, then we have to subtract that code. No. The step 2 was complete. Suppose here 2018 was given. Then also we have to minus 18 minus 1. It's suppose instead of January, here it was February. Then the code of the February is 4. You have to subtract 16 minus 1. Even though here it is February, March, April, any of the month, you have to subtract 1 in the third step. Step 4. The step 4 is we have to find out the number of leap years. So for finding the number of leap years in 2015, we simply have to 15 divided by 4, and here we have to write the quotient. If we divide 15 by 4, then the question is 3. 3 is the quotient. So in the step 4, the answer is 3 because 3 leap years till 2015. In the step 5, we have to take the code of this year. If you remember, we have drawn this table for the years also. So for the 2016 fall in the from 2000 to 2099 category. So the code for the 2016 is 6. So step 5 answer is 6. Now step 6 is very simple. Step 6. In this step 6, you have to add all of the answers from step 1 till step 5. So we'll add 1 plus 1 plus 15 plus 3 and plus 6. See, 1, 15, 3 and 6. So the answer is 26. Here, after adding all the things, then we have to divide this total answer by 7. Here the answer will be the remainder. So you might be thinking that dividing the sum by 7, this is the same formula for finding the odd days. So here also we are finding the odd days. 26 divided by 7. Here we have to mention the remainder. So the remainder is 5. Now put this 5 in the days code. For 0, Sunday. 1, Monday. So for the 5 it is Friday. For the 5 it is Friday. So we can say that on 1st January 2016 the day was Friday. This is the entire process for finding the day on the particular date. By combining all the steps, there is one formula. Required day is equals to date plus MC plus last 2 digit minus 1 plus LP plus YC entire thing divided by 7. So here MC is equals to month code. This last 2 digit means last 2 digit of the year, of the given year. So the year was given 2016. Last 2 digit 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. So this is the thing. LP is equals to leap year and YC is equals to year code. This is the formula to solve the type 3 question. If you incorporate everything in this formula, then this will be easy to solve the type 3 type of questions. Thank you.